Okay guys, welcome back. This is your old pal Hondo again. Why I think this can opener is the ultimate survival tool, guys, over your standard standard can opener that opens the can from the inside. The reason why I'm going to tell you this is the ultimate can opener, guys, one of three reasons. This can opener can literally save your life in a survival situation. If this is the can opener that you have over this one, I carry actually this one in my pack just for that very reason, with a MRE can opener or my Vitronox knife can opener, because this one here is going to be my tinderbox maker. And what I'm saying is like, oh, hold up, they're cans, they're useless. No, they're not. The reason why I'm saying that is because you can literally turn a food can that you take with you camping or survival. If you find one of these food cans, you could literally turn them into tinder boxes. It leaves a lip, reverse lip on it, to where it turns it into a lid. I guess that's for where you could store it back in the refrigerator if you can't eat the whole can of food. But it also makes where it has dull edges around the can, so you can like grab the can without cutting yourself. Now what this also does too, it makes it a lot easier to make a hobo stove out of a longer can. You can cut holes in here and kind of make a small makeshift hobo stove, and like put like a little square spot in here where you can feed wood into it, or you know, put wood pellets in that as a hobo stove. Plus that too, you can at least keep 1 or 2 cans. You use this can opener to make into a tinder box. Now I use the tuna can as a tinder box. It's one of the best tinder boxes that I've ever used to make resources for my flint and steel or my ferrocerium rod with there's punkwood right there, charred punkwood. So it makes it to where you can renew your resources. That way you don't waste your ferrocerium rod, you know, scraping it all the time into, you know, feather sticks and stuff like that, and you're wasting ferrocerium. It only takes a flick of your ferrocerium rod at like 4,000 degrees to get charred material going and put into a tinder bundle of some sort, like tulip poplar bark, palm heart bark, birch bark, and stuff like that. And why I think this is the most valuable tool for a survivalist is the very fact is you can make yourself a tinder box. I think everybody should have some kind of tinder box. If this is not more your speed and you want an Altoids tin, buy yourself some Altoids candy, eat it up, and then use that as a tinder box. Or you can go to actually, I found that you could actually go to the Dollar Tree and buy tins. You could buy small round ones, bigger round ones, Altoid shaped tins as well for like $1. But if you want to save the money after you get done eating your the food out of the can, you can turn it into a tinder box. Or a way to boil water. You can take this can, the top of it off, and use it as a way to disinfect water to drink as well. This can is the ultimate survival tool, guys. But in order to do that though, with the can, you have to kind of like burn it and burn all the paint and stuff on the inside, the sealant and stuff out of it, in order to use it to boil water in it first. Or you can cook in this too. I mean, you could use it to make, you know, I don't know, some kind of like bushcraft stew out of like wild edibles and stuff like that as well. But this can opener to me is the ultimate survival tool. You guys should have in your survival kits or your bug out bags, you need one of these can openers with a regular MRE can opener or something like that, or a Vitronox can opener. Because if you're finding food in an urban environment and you happen to find one of these laying around in a store, it's going to help you survive by being able to make a whole host of different things, like a water purifier. You can make a tinder box out of it. You can store you can make a survival kit with it as well. I mean, it just saves you money on having to go get Altoids and, you know, do stuff like that. And these are perfectly capable of making charred material. I've done it multiple times before in this, making char cloth. I've used it to make charred punkwood. I've used it to char cotton rope, cotton canvas and stuff like burlap sacks and stuff like that to, you know, char stuff. You could put like a small lighter in here, so some matches to make yourself an urban survival kit as well in this if you wanted to. It just has a whole host, this can opener just has a whole host of ways to make a tin out of trash. So instead of throwing it out, keep one can or two cans in order to basically turn it into something else that could be a useful survival tool instead of just throwing it out. Every resource in a survival situation could save your life, especially if you're in an urban survival situation. This can opener is your best friend, guys. Well, guys, I hope you like this video on the reverse cut can opener. I think, although people use it to like open cans to, you know, basically have that reverse cut lid on it, you know, like this. As you can see, it has that reverse cut can lid that people can take this and put the food back in there if they're not going to eat it all out of the can. But I find that it's an invaluable tool to make char tins, ways to boil water if you have no Stanley Adventure cup, to make a hobo stove. You know, you can put like, take the top of the lid off and you can use it to make like stove burners, and then you can feed it from the bottom once you make a small hole in there, and a bunch of other little holes to make a hobo stove. I mean, there's just so much you could do with this can opener that you can't do with a standard can opener or an MRE can opener to make other resources to survive, like a char tin, a way to desalinate water. You can turn this into a survival kit or a hobo stove. You can stuff a flint and steel in this longer one with charred material, enough like a hank of paracord in here, or bank line, or, you know, a bunch of other ways to make a fire kit. You could stuff it in there with a small ferrocerium rod and a lighter and turn this into a fire kit. You know, there's just so many things you could do with a can, with the reverse cut can opener, that you can't do with a standard can opener, or even a modern survival tin. You can make your own tins out of this can opener. Well, guys, I hope you like this video on the reverse cut can opener. It's more than meets the eye, guys, and you need one of these in every one of your bug out bags or survival kits, guys. This is your old pal from Hillbilly Tactical, Andrew Hondo. Y'all know what you could do. You put God first, he puts you first in his life, and you know what else, YouTube? God loves you, so does Hondo. Peace out, YouTube.